Just give me the one that has the most issues first. All right, guys, so what we're doing is I'm gonna work with the German Shepherd. Nothing fancy here. I got my iPhone, we got a microphone, and I'm just gonna work with the German Shepherd from beginning to end without any editing, without any cutting, so you guys know every single step that we need to be successful with the dogs. So that's what we're doing right now.
There's River. I gotta throw Oakley back in.
Okay.
It's okay. Be nice.
Yeah, be nice. All right, we're gonna start off with a slip leash. What do you think there? This is River? Emma?
What?
This is River?
Huh?
What's this dog's name?
River.
River. All right, Revs, come here. All right, we're gonna start off with the slip leash. Let's go, come on. Good, ah. He's heavy, he's heavy. Heavy boy. Heavy boy. Okay, heel. Ah, okay. So he's strong and heavy. He's pulling pretty good already. And I'm gonna switch to a prong. Gosh, small little neck. Okay. All right, so we switched to the prong, like I said, because he's a strong dog that doesn't yield to leash pressure well. So basically, once I put a leash on him and he started to forge forward, he didn't have any attention to the leash. And I'm just gonna give you guys the fastest way. Especially, this is a dog without any behavioral issues. So this is just basic training, as real as it gets outside. So we don't have 2 weeks to work on leash pressure, 2 days to work on leash pressure. Just gonna show you really quickly how to teach a dog how to yield to leash pressure and all the things that you would do with, how old is he?
6 months.
6 months. Okay, buddy, come on. Good, so watch this difference here. Good, good. So I'm not correcting him right now, I'm just yielding to leash pressure. And there's a big difference between correcting and yielding to leash pressure. I'm gonna give him a little bit of food so while I talk. But when he's on the slip leash, he pulls forward and all that pressure from his weight, because he's low to the ground, he's 6 months old, he doesn't know how to yield to leash pressure yet. This is his first official training session. So when he pulls against that slip leash, there's a lot of pressure. And so I don't want to put a lot of pressure on any dog's neck. So I switched to the prong collar so it distributes that pressure a lot more evenly, so it's safer for him. Now the difference between a correction and direction is a correction is a snap and say, hey, don't do that. And direction is just a safe pressure system that I use to give the dog a little bit of pressure, kind of like a horse. So if you want a horse to stop, you're gonna give a little bit of pressure consistently until the horse gets in position. So I want you to watch how I do this with the prong collar here, heel. Good. A little bit of pressure. Good. Okay, heel. Good. A little bit of pressure. Good. Sit. Good. Heel. All right, so we're gonna let him get his sniffs out, and basically what I'm gonna teach you guys, and I'm gonna teach River here, 6-month-old German Shepherd, is how to stay engaged, because a lot of people have a hard time with any dog to be engaged. So looking at the handler, paying attention to the handler. Right now he's on his break. We're also gonna go over the foundation of heel and break, probably a sit as well. If you have a dog, it doesn't matter what age, they should know the difference between working and not. So Taylor, I'm gonna have you come over here so you're kind of at a frame here, but you're getting this angle. So that's what we're gonna do right now, is we're gonna work on a little of engagement. So I have my No Bad Dog treat pouch. I have a little bit of beef liver here. And we're gonna start working on constructive engagement as well as leash pressure healing. Heel. Good, so I'm gonna just move forward like this. So you guys can see he's already disengaged. I'm gonna go the other way. Heel. So those are a couple little corrections there. Heel. Couple little corrections there, good boy. Heel, yes, good. Nice work, nice work. Good job, buddy. So those pops there were definitely corrections. So I'm gonna turn, heel, correction, good, good, heel, good boy, heel, good boy, nice work, good. So we're just gonna putting this together, good boy, nice, good. So the reason why I'm doing the corrections on the turn, break, is because I want him to pay attention to me. So if you have a dog and you haven't taught the dog how to heel, you haven't taught the dog how to do directional changes, These are all things that people have a hard time with. So when I come out and I turn, he's so disengaged with the handler, he keeps going and I keep going the other way, which is not good. You want your dog to be engaged with you. You want your dog to know that you've turned directions. You want your dog to be present and aware of where your body is. This is a safety factor, but bigger picture than that, it's a relationship factor. He's a puppy. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know where he is. So we're giving him breaks. That's really important. You have to break your dog. So you guys hear me say break, that means he can be a dog, he can be a puppy, he can do what he wants. But right now I'm just doing this calibration system to say, hey, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. I'm moving and grooving. And I'm correcting him and I'm popping that leash when I turn and he doesn't turn with me. I got to let him know, hey man, pay attention. And that's all that is. I'm just giving him a little bit of pop there. It doesn't hurt him. It doesn't make him super stressed out. He's definitely like, oh crap, what do I need to be doing? But the goal is, if you guys watch this, it'll probably take 10 minutes for me to tune this dog up completely. He's engaged, looking at me, sitting, directional changes with no leash pressure. Let me continue with this. Inside turn heel. So I'm always gonna keep the dog on my left side because that's where I'm gonna be teaching him how to walk. Good. River heel. Good heel, good. River heel. Yeah, better boy. Good. Heel. Good. River heel. Good. So what he wants to do is he always wants to slide to the right. Do you handle on the right? No? Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. Good boy, River. Heel. Good. River, sit. Yes, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. All right, so we're gonna start off. Taylor, you can get next to me if you want. All right, so I'm gonna start off walking with him now that we've got some tune-ups going. River heel, move forward. Good heel. Good heel, buddy, a little engagement. Nice, yes. When you're introducing the heel to any dog, any puppy, you wanna make sure you do small increments. I just did 6 or 7 steps. I stop, I put him into a sit. Now you can go into a break from here, which looks like this. River, break. Good. And now he can find the food and he can be a dog, he can be a puppy. Depending on the age of the dog, depending on the training of the dog, your increments in distance and duration, and of course distraction, are going to change. So that's how you do from A to B, and we're going to keep working on that. So we're going to do this again. River, heel. Good, heel. Using tons of positive reinforcement. I'm going to take my left leg, turn inside to him. Good, heel. Little bit of direction on the leash. Good heel. Good heel. Nice. Inside turn. Good heel. Good. Little bit of back pressure there. Sit. Good sit. Nice work. Nice work. Good. Now I'm going to hold this sit. This is important when you guys are developing foundational relationships with any dog. You put your dog into a behavior like a sit. You're gonna hold this sit. So what a lot of people don't have with their dogs that creates anxiety, stress, aggression, potential reactivity, insecurities is leadership, structure, boundaries, kind of like a law and order system. So I just put him into a sit here. He knows it. He's only 6 months. This is the only thing he knows, which is fine. But I put him into a sit and he's got to hang out here until I then give him a break or until I put him into another position. So right now he's in a nice sit and I'm gonna pay him. So this is something you guys can be working on with your dogs out at home. Put your dog into a basic command, sit here and hold it for 30 seconds to 45 seconds. And the development of him understanding that he's in a position until I move him forward is absolutely monumental. Good boy, good job. This is tough for him for sure. This is new for him, so there's gonna be stress involved, but stress is part of every single thing that we do in life. Don't be afraid of that. He's definitely doing an amazing job. I'm using tons of positive reinforcement. River, good boy. But just working on this long sit, working on a long down, and just teaching the dog that the next move is gonna come from the handler. You do not want a dog that's 6 months old to a year. Nope, little bit of pressure. Good boy. To start making decisions. That's where relationships go wrong. That's where people come into my facility and have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for me to reset their relationship, do behavior modification, correct all this nonsense. And that's the normal dogs that I typically see. This is a dog that's a clean slate. We're ready to go. And the way to develop a dog to make sure that they don't end up like some of the dogs you see on my channel is structure. law and order. So we're in this nice sit. Good, sit, buddy. Just letting them know, hey man, the light doesn't turn green until I do it. You don't want a kid sitting there going, oh, it's red, I'm gonna go on my terms. It's not a good thing to have. There's a lot of things that can happen wrong in that situation. Okay, now we're gonna go back into a heel, so I'm gonna say his name. He's gonna be on my left side. I want you to pay attention to the leash pressure, and when I turn, I'm gonna turn into him. River, heel. Good heel. Good heel. Inside turn, a little bit of back pressure. Yes, buddy, good heel. Good heel. So a little direction there, come on. Good boy. Inside turn, good. We're gonna go into an outside turn here. My shoulder's gonna turn outside, heel. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy, nice work. I gave him a little hang time there. River, heel. Yes, good boy. Good heel. Heel. Now I want you guys to understand throughout this process, sit. Good boy. So holding that sit, nice and relaxed. When I do that outside turn, because I corrected him a couple times in the beginning, he's definitely a little hesitant to know, like, okay, I'm not sure really what to do. And that's part of learning. You're part of the development. And again, it's important for us to give him clear leadership and clear boundaries. So when I turn and I say heel and he's like, I don't know about this, and then he gets into position and he starts heeling with me, he's getting tons of positive reinforcement. Good heel. I'm letting him know that's exactly what we want to see. So in the future, it doesn't phase him. He doesn't even think about it. He knows that heel is loose leash on my left side. River, heel. Good heel. We're going to do an inside turn. Good heel. Good heel. Good heel. Heel. Good. Okay, so one thing I want to tune up with him is you guys see when I slow down, he's not engaged. So he's engaged with me when I turn both ways. He's engaged with me when I tell him to sit, but he's not engaged with me when I start to slow down. Again, you want your dog to know when you stop. You want your dog to know when you move directions. It's very crucial. And again, it's not so much me being like, hey, you need to be a robot. Okay, break. And you need to be constantly paying attention to me, especially at this age and especially in our relationship. He doesn't know me. But what we do need is when this dog becomes, say, 80 pounds to 100 pounds or whatever he's going to be, and he's got a brother in the car we're going to bring out in a minute and work with, we have to make sure that when I stop, the dogs don't continue forward. This is where liability issues come from. This is where your dog starts pulling you around. This is where your dog starts dragging you around. And again, if your dog is really friendly, that's cool. But if they're aggressive, it's definitely not cool. But either way, you need to make sure that when you slow down and stop, your dog knows that you're stopping. This is just the fundamentals. It's not going to be like this every single time we go out for a walk. It's not going to be like this every single time that we're doing anything. It's just understanding that when I put you into work drive, again, it's a lot like a car. I've been saying that for a decade. Putting that dog into a drive is like first gear. Putting him into a brake is like putting him into neutral. He can do what he wants. He can be a dog. So we're going to move forward here. River, heel. And we're going to start working on that tune-up here where he slows down with me. All right, so my neighbor's gonna mow the grass. You guys probably can't hear me that good, but I'm gonna do everything I can to try to finish this video for you. So we're gonna now work on that tune-up where he stops with me. Good heel. Yes, good. Nice job. So what I did there, guys, is I just did a little verbal and then I actually didn't even correct him. I just let him know that I was slowing down. So what he'll do is he'll start to condition that when that comes, or maybe even that leash correction comes, or that leash pop comes, or just the leash pressure, he's gonna slow down and start looking up at me. So we're gonna do that again. Heel. Good, good, good. And I'm paying him every time he stops and then looks at me. Heel. Nice, good, Riv. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Yes. Good boy. Good. Heel forward. Yes, good. So you guys saw those couple corrections there. He's paying attention to mom, so I'm absolutely not existing anymore, which is fine because she's the one that's going to take him and then train with him in the future. But it's most important for you guys to understand how to do this. I move forward. Yes, good boy. Heel. All right, we're going to throw this together again. Come on, baby. Good boy. Nice work. Nice work. Good boy. All right, here we go. Good. Heel. Good, heel. So you guys saw that little wrist flick there? That was me just correcting him when he started to move forward. So if he tries to pass my leg, I'm gonna do a verbal, what I call a verbal, heel, it's okay, it's just a person. I'm gonna do a verbal correction marker before I actually correct the dog. Heel, good, good heel. Inside turn, we're gonna look at that again. Good, yes, buddy. So the goal of a correction is to create clarity and to create the dog understanding what we want them to do. You should not be correcting your dog for past, well, for him once or twice. The correction doesn't happen over and over again, because if that happens, then the dog doesn't understand what you're asking. So it's important as you move forward, heel, good. We're gonna slow down. Yes, good boy, good heel, good. And again, absolutely a ton of positive reinforcement throughout this process. So now I'm gonna put everything together. It's probably been less than 10 minutes, and I wanna put everything together for you on this 6-month-old German Shepherd puppy who doesn't know anything except for sit. We're gonna put everything together for you guys. So we're gonna go River, heel, I'm gonna go forward, loose leash, pay attention to the leash. Good heel, River. Good heel, lots of positive reinforcement. Come on, buddy, good boy. Inside turn, good heel. We're gonna do an outside turn just to make it fancy. River, heel, yes, buddy, good boy. Well done. Heel, good boy, Riv. Little bit of direction there just because we have a distraction, which is okay. Good. Sit, perfect. So there's an inside turn, an outside turn, an auto sit, without any corrections, without any leash, without any rewards except that's coming out of my mouth. So this is just a first session with a puppy. He's not super out of control, jumping everywhere, going crazy, pulling people down, but he is a dog that doesn't know anything except for sit. And that's how you can tune up a dog. So now we're gonna just take it up a notch. And by the way, this is the No Bad Dog treat pouch. This is our brand new hoodie you guys can get in our store. And if anybody out there wants to restart their program with their dog, I suggest the No Bad Dog Kickstarter course, because it's pretty much what we go over in that whole course, except for all the other things, crate, recall, etc. We're gonna do this again, River, heel. Good. Pay attention to my leash, guys, and the lawnmower. Good. Heel. Good, heel. Pay attention to my leash, nice and relaxed. I'm gonna stop. Let's see what the correction has created. Boom. That's what corrections can create for your dog. I don't wanna dive into too much on it, but it's really important that you guys, listen guys, all I do is work with behavior modification. All I do is work with dogs with behavioral issues, aggression, anxiety, fear, insecurity, reactivity, leash reactivity, all that stuff. And a lot of that is created from the lack of boundaries. If you don't put boundaries and a law and order in place with your dog, then your dog goes off the handle. They're animals. They need somebody to tell them what is appropriate and what's not. And if they don't, that's where they get insecure. They don't know who's in charge. They don't know where to look to. They don't know anything. So it's really important that you do that. But again, it's so clear how this dog is shaped up just with a little bit of leash work, a little bit of body work, and lots of positive reinforcement. So I hope, what's the time on this video right now? 20 minutes, really? Oh, okay. Anyway, so hope this video was helpful. If you guys want me to do simple, easy to follow videos like this in the future, just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video. If you're watching this on Facebook, share it with your friends. But that's the first session. That's what that looks like. Inside turns, outside turns, small durational patterns, lots of positive reinforcement. Make sure you're correcting, make sure you're giving direction. You don't have to use a prong collar, but it is the safest tool to use when you're in this process. But hope you guys liked it. I'll talk to you next time. Rick, good boy. Good boy. Good job. That was very good. That was very good.